All right, today's question comes from Melissa in Wisconsin. She says, I've been following the baby steps, and I'm very proud of how I've grown financially and personally. I have no debt, and I'm saving for retirement. During college, the relationship with one of my parents became very strained, and that parent took out a $20,000 Sallie Mae student loan without consulting other family members. This parent is the only person on the loan, and my name is not on it. I know legally I'm not obligated to pay it back, but morally, what are your opinions on me paying it back to this parent? We've been estranged for years due to other circumstances, and I used the money in college for books and room and board. I've tried to consult other close Christian friends and my counselor who did not think I am obligated to pay it back since this person has made very poor financial decisions, multiple bankruptcies, and has not respected boundaries with me. What are your thoughts? Whew.
I'll start.
You start.
You're stuttering.
Yes.
Okay. You're stammering.
I've got a strong
You have
feeling
a
on
lot
this.
of thoughts.
I do.
Okay. There's a lot of different words we can use here. I would agree with your counselor that you are not obligated to pay it back, morally or ethically. But it has nothing to do with the other person's behavior. It has everything to do with the deal that was made. They took out a loan without your knowledge and without you promising to pay it. Therefore, you do not owe it. You did not handshake. You did not verbally. You did not, certainly not on paper, and certainly legally did not sign for it. So you're not legally, ethically, or morally obligated to pay this loan, period. It has nothing to do with being estranged. It has nothing to do with, it makes it weirder. It has nothing to do with the other person's financial misbehavior and bankruptcies. That makes it weirder, but none of that is your fault and does not change your moral obligation one way or the other. Your moral obligation is based on your promise that was never made by you. And so you don't have a moral, ethical, or legal obligation. Now, if you want to be generous for some reason or another, then we can talk about it. But it's not an obligation.
I like that you said that. Here's where I was struggling with this. Let's say you did, Melissa, take this money out and you shook hands. Hey, Mom, I need some more money for room and board, and books have gotten more expensive. And your mom said, great, I'm going to take out this loan, this Parent Plus loan, and you can just pay it back even though you don't qualify to take out your own loan. Great.
Then you would pay it.
And she ends up making very poor financial decisions, has multiple bankruptcies,
doesn't matter. You pay it anyway.
Doesn't matter. That's right. So this external behavior is not, I'm not going to let that affect my moral cause here. I'm with you, Dave. The reason I took pause here is I'm thinking in my situation, if I have a parent who's struggling, they got me through college. I'm just torn on it. I would probably try to figure out a way to pay it back.
It would just be generosity, though.
Right.
It's not an obligation.
That's right.
And in my mind, too, it would be how does it affect your particular life? Okay, you have $2 million in checking. Well, write a check and pay it off.
Write the check.
Who gives a crap?
Yeah.
It's like buying a biscuit.
Right.
Okay? You have no money, and you're just now coming out of baby step 3, just starting. You're 26 years old.
And your mom's guilt
you
tripping
make $75,000 a year. And her voice in your head that you haven't even heard in a long time in person is guilt tripping you. Then no, that's just psychological backflips.
There you go.
You're just doing gymnastics in your own brain. Yep. There, like somehow it's going to make her okay. Somehow it's going to make your relationship okay. That you wave this magic money wand over it and everything's going to be okay. Nope, not going to happen. And so this does come down to two things. Number one is, are you obligated? The answer is no. Number two, do you want to be generous? And for me, if I were in your shoes, that would be that it's not a big deal.
That you can.
That $20,000, you're a doc and you make $400,000 a year now. Right. I don't know. Whatever scenario. We don't have her income or her net worth here. But I kind of smell in the verbiage that this is a 26-year-old making less than $100,000 a year and doesn't have any money.
Well, and to add on to that, this feels like, and Dave, we don't talk about this enough. We probably should. The number of parents who mortgage their souls for their kids to go to school, and they circle back 10, 15 years later asking kids, I need that money. Or hey,
without having a deal.
We never had a deal. I got you through college. Now I'm looking at my retirement. Hey, I put $20,000 on the line. When are you going to pay me back? And
that's the same idiot though that
it's common, man.
That says you owe me because I changed your diaper.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's the same. I fed you when you were 3. Shut up. You signed up for that.
That's right.
That's just bull right there. So, sorry, Mom. That's how this works.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, lot of stuff going on here, but I think I don't want to be the psychologist here. That's your job. But in my mind, it sounds like you probably intellectually realize, but some part of your little girl self, Melissa, wants it to be that the script is rewritten if you write a $20,000 check that suddenly Mom's okay and your relationship with Mom's okay.
And that's not going to happen.
And it's not ever going to be the same.
That's right.
That house burned.
Yes. And now you got to build something new. And if part of you building something new is, I'm going to go back to everybody who played a role in my life, and I'm going to be generous to them. That's cool. That could be a part of your house that you're building for you into the future.
Exactly.
It's not going to save Mom.
It's not got anything to do with
not going to save
them.
Mom. That's right.
This has got to do with you.
That's right.
Yeah, but it's not a moral, ethical, Christian obligation that you pay someone else's debt.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
It's that simple, and that's what a Parent Plus loan is. And then I think it is good. One more time, let's circle back for the sake of people listening, because we have a student loan crisis that is of epic proportions. Moms and dads, do not take out student loans of any kind, and do not take out a Parent Plus loan and then saddle your kid with it when they're 30 suddenly at Thanksgiving dinner. Okay? That's relationship Russian roulette, number one. Number 2, it's morally, ethically wrong. Number 3, it's financially stupid. Okay? Don't do that. And so, this idea that send the kid to college at any cost, including the cost of all our futures, mine and yours. We're going to all go deeply in debt so you can get a degree in left-handed puppetry.